Brian Powell of I Run Far here with David Laney before the 2016 Western States 100. How are you, David?
Good. How you doing?
Doing all right. It's your third year back here in Squaw Valley. We're getting ready to toe the line.
Yeah.
What keeps bringing you back?
Ooh, good question. I forget quickly.
Yeah?
No, I mean, it's just like, obviously it's a historic race. Obviously it's a great race, competitive. But it's pretty fun. Like, the people here, it's unbeatable.
Yeah. If I'm correct, you've run 300 milers?
Yeah, I've done 3.
So you went from 20th at Western States 2 years ago to 8th last year, and then third at third at UTMB.
Yeah.
To what do you owe that progression?
Ooh, getting slightly smarter every time.
Yeah?
Or maybe slightly less stupid.
In what ways?
Yeah, just training less.
Training less?
I think, you know, like my first year at Western States, I did all the climbing and all the mileage and all the heat, and just like was like really fit like a month before the race started. And so every time I've just gotten a little bit closer to hitting the peak right on.
So it's less in race actualization, or
yeah, more about the preparation, I feel like, than the race.
Yeah. So with that in mind, you've been out here for how long?
Since April. Yeah.
How is the temptation? How did you? I mean, it's one problem that ultra runners tend to face, or maybe all runners, is that, you know, you're in a good spot. How do you not do too much? How do you not say, oh, I'm going to go out for another 10 miles tonight?
Yeah, it's definitely challenging. I just quit doing doubles. Like, just said, I'm not doing doubles anymore. So I just run once a day now. I think getting on the course has been really helpful because, you know, it just breaks into chunks really well, and I've been able to manage of just deciding, like, this is what I'm going to run today, and I'm not going to go farther even if I feel good. Plus, there's been a lot of rattlesnakes on the trail, so that keeps it, I don't really want to go anymore.
No.
By the time I'm done.
So did you spend most of your training on the course itself, or did you
I would say I probably drove to Auburn like 3 or 4 days a week. So, or up in the canyons.
Yeah.
So half here. I would have liked to spend more time training up here, like not on the trail. Just, but there were some good runs that I got out in different places too.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Do you feel like, are you sort of sick of the course at this point, or is it like the back of your hand where you can just like go on autopilot?
It feels good, yeah. It finally feels like you're like they're kind of like your home trails now, and like everything you just kind of like the climb to Michigan Bluff. I've always like not really enjoyed that climb. Okay. And now like I'm like I hit the bridge at the bottom of El Dorado, and I'm just like, yes, like I love these next 15-20 minutes. So
now, in, you know, your first couple hundreds here at Western States, were you conservative all in racing?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Do you think you'll be so and UTMB it looked like the same way? Do you think you'll have that same approach, or now that you have a little more experience, can you go to that closer to the line earlier?
That's the idea. Yeah, hopefully. I think to really run well, you have to go to that line a little bit earlier and be able to hold on to that, like that really grinding zone for last 50K really. And that's what kind of worked out at UTMB. But UTMB is also like a little bit trickier because I think they go out especially fast there. So here people go out more like moderately ridiculously fast. Yeah, so I feel like this isn't quite like UTMB. People are running just so fast. So yeah, I think this would be a better fit early on.
I mean, that being said, Jim Walmsley kind of had as a tendency to go out pretty fast.
Yeah. that's okay.
Do you think, you mean you'll just do your own thing in the early going? Yeah. This year is kind of interesting with Western States in that, aside from Thomas Laurent Blanchet, who was 5th last year, like the top four aren't back, 6 isn't back. Like,
I was surprised.
Does that kind of?
Yeah, I thought I was really bummed to hear Seth was out. You know, I was like running with him. You know, I was disappointed to hear Rob was out. Like, I wanted everyone to come back.
Yeah.
But you know, it does make it a lot of people who haven't been up front. So yeah, it'll be fun.
It'll be an interesting race.
Yeah,
like not
sure.
it's not the, you know, Nick Clark's versus Ian Sharman.
Right.
You know, sort of like people who've raced each other for years.
Yeah, you kind of know how it's going to shake out.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the election. You're like, well, we have no idea what's going to happen. Except much better.
Except much better. Less dirty. A little more camaraderie on the trail.
Yeah,
maybe
people don't hate each other. Yeah.
Yeah, generally speaking, yeah. So you've not raced an ultra this year. You've run one race, the Olympic trials, which happened is behind you. Yeah. But I mean, I think that's pretty rare for somebody to come into States not having run an ultra previous in the year. What was your thinking behind that?
Again, just like doing less. You know, I've always been like a little bit just overcooked going into the race, and so it was hard. Like I wanted to run Sonoma, I really wanted to run Chuckanut, and I just decided it wasn't a good fit to get ready for this.
Gotcha. This course is there's some moderately technical sections early, but generally it's a really fast course. Like for someone like myself, I'd probably end up running in road flats in this. Are you going to go with a pair of trail shoes, or are you going to go with road flats?
Like a lunar training.
Yeah. Just and why is that? Why would you choose that?
Yeah, I think just spending enough time out here. That's the shoe I've been grabbing every morning.
Is it the weight, the breathability, the feel? Like what kind of makes you lean toward that rather than?
It has a really soft, smooth ride, and it weighs nothing. So
are you particularly excited about any section of the course this weekend?
Yeah, I like the climb into Michigan Bluff and the climb up Devil's Thumb a lot right now.
Really? Like that really surprises me. Like just with your background, you know, running Olympic trial marathon is the only race you run this year. You'd think Cal Street.
Oh,
so you're somewhere in the finish.
Everybody loves Cal Street. But I'm excited about the kind of harder canyon climbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything that intimidates you about this weekend?
I've been swimming a lot, so I'm ready for the river crossing.
You've witnessed the crawl technique on?
Yeah. Honestly, no, there's nothing. I mean, it's still 100 miles. It's gonna be hard, but I'm looking forward to all of it.
You ready for the heat?
Yeah. It's really nice being down here and being able to drive to Auburn. Because it's been pretty warm. Not quite as hot. Last week was cool, but it's been pretty warm.
I haven't checked the forecast this morning, but it doesn't look like one of those, record epic hot years. It's good.
I think it'll be just warm.
Hot. Yeah. And one nice thing is it hasn't been baking overnight. Like sometimes the canyons kind of continually heat over days, and it's not going to be the case. How do you fuel for 100 miles? Because obviously, I mean, one of the most impressive things I witnessed last year was sort of the last half of your UTMB, where you just looked like you were running a 50K versus everybody else running UTMB.
Yeah.
What's your fueling like?
I like root beer goo, and I like Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
And like during a race, that's pretty much it.
No solid foods, just
not really. I don't like eating that much while I'm running.
Even at UTMB. I mean,
I think I drank.
Some people can kind of get away with that at Western States, but
I don't know what I ate at UTMB. I think Coke. I ate an orange at one point,
but not a whole lot on the.
I think as long as you eat well, like leading up to it, like your body doesn't. When it's this hot, you're not digesting that well.
No. And if root beer goo is your favorite.
I eat like a big breakfast. I'll eat like pancakes with trail butter, like pretty high calorie breakfast.
Now, do you do that at all on purpose to? I mean, obviously to fuel, but like to kind of maybe slow yourself in the early going. Like you just
having a full stomach keeps things under control for 20 miles.
Nice. Cool. Well, best of luck out there this weekend, and have fun, David. Thanks.